Listen up, brother. She's nice to you. She smiles when you walk in. She laughs at your jokes, even the weak ones. She's friendly, talkative, and always seems happy to see you. And because of all that warmth, you may have missed what's really going on. You keep telling yourself, she's probably just being polite. She's like this with everyone. But what if I told you there's one very specific thing she does when you're not paying attention that changes the whole story? One deliberate, almost sneaky move that, when I reveal it at the end, will make you stop and think, wait, she's been doing that to me. And trust me, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's the crazy part, and this lines up with behavioral psychology. Women who are strongly attracted to a guy often hide the obvious signs more than women who are only casually interested. Sounds backwards, right? But it actually makes sense. When the feelings are real, the stakes feel high. She doesn't want to look too eager. She doesn't want to risk rejection. So instead of being obvious, she plays it cool. She acts friendly on the surface while dropping subtle signals that only a guy who's paying attention will catch. That's why so many guys end up saying, I got friend-zoned, when the truth is she was into them the whole time. They missed the quiet signs and backed off too early. Before we go deeper into the psychology and break down what this really means, understand this. Most guys mess this up completely. There's a tiny window, just a few seconds, sometimes 3 to 7 seconds, where she does something that basically says, make a move. If you don't know what you're looking for, you miss it every single time. So let's break it down. These are the 7 undeniable signs she's secretly into you. Count how many she's doing. And later, I'll reveal the sneaky phone behavior that's hidden in plain sight and so obvious once you know what it is. Right now, just know this. If she's showing even 3 of these 7 signs, there's a very high chance she wants you to step up. If she's doing all 7, move with confidence, because interest like this does not stay open forever. Also, there's one thing she might say that sounds like rejection at first, but can actually be one of the strongest green lights. Most men hear it, panic and quit. Don't be that guy. All right, let's get into it. The 7 undeniable signs she's secretly into you. Count them as we go. Sign number 1. She finds excuses to extend time with you. She may not text you nonstop. She may not double text, but pay attention to what happens when you're about to leave. Wait, before you go, I wanted to ask you something. Hey, are you hungry? I was about to grab food. Want to come? Oh yeah, one more thing. She keeps creating little reasons to keep you there. That matters. The real test is this. Does she do it consistently, especially when you're about to leave? If yes, that's usually not random. It's intentional. She's buying more time because she likes being around you. And on a deeper level, she may be hoping more time together leads to something more. Here's a bonus detail most guys miss. When she throws out that stay a little longer line, watch her eyes. If she holds eye contact a little longer than normal while saying it, she may be reading your reaction. She's checking whether you'll accept the invitation and stay. Next time, compare her behavior. Does she do this with other guys too, or mostly with you? That difference tells you a lot. Sign number 2. She remembers tiny details about you that should have been forgotten. This one is huge. You casually mention your favorite band once, and weeks later she brings it up out of nowhere. You mention being stressed about a project, and days later she asks, so how did that project go? Mark, You mention something small, like a food you hate, a movie you loved as a kid, or your dog's name, and she remembers all of it. That's not just good memory, that's attention. What makes this a strong sign is when she remembers things you barely remember telling her. Throwaway comments, small details, random stuff. Why does that happen? Because the brain naturally gives more attention to people who matter. When someone is emotionally interested, they store more information about that person. So if she's remembering your little stories, your preferences, and your random comments, your name has probably been living in her mind longer than you think. Try this test. Mention something small and random in conversation like, I keep forgetting to buy batteries, and then leave it alone. If she brings it up later, especially days later, she's been replaying what you said. Sign number 3, she mirrors your energy. This is one of the most subtle signs, but once you notice it, you'll see it everywhere. You get excited and she gets more animated. You calm down and she softens her tone. You lean back and a few seconds later she leans back too. You cross your arms and soon she does the same. This is often called the chameleon effect. People naturally mirror the body language and energy of people they feel connected to. It can happen in friendships too, yes. But here's the key. With attraction, she tends to do it more often and more intensely with you than with others. Most people get her normal version. You get the mirrored version. A quick test. In the middle of a conversation, gently shift your vibe. Go from playful to serious, or from quiet to energetic. If she follows your shift within a short time without you prompting her, that's a strong sign her mind is tuned into you. That's not just polite conversation, that's connection. Sign number 4. She says, "You're such a good friend." Boom. This is the phrase that makes most guys shut down immediately. They hear friend and think, it's over, I'm done, friend zone, but not so fast. Sometimes that phrase is not rejection. Sometimes it's protection. If she has real feelings and she's scared of exposing them first, calling you a friend can be a defense move. It lets her stay close without risking embarrassment. It helps her control the situation while she figures out where you stand. So how do you tell the difference between a real friend zone and a protective shield? Simple. Look at what happens after she says it. Does she pull away, stop making effort, stop reaching out, and act distant? That's a bad sign. Or does she keep doing the other things on this list? Extending time, remembering details, mirroring your energy, getting curious about your life. If the actions still scream interest, then don't let one safe word choice fool you. Words can protect. Behavior reveals the truth. And there's an extra clue here. If she calls you a friend but gets weird when other women show interest in you, that's not neutral friendship. That's hidden attraction trying to stay covered. Sign number 5. She gets territorial when other women show up. Watch this one carefully. Another woman starts talking to you, laughing at your jokes or giving you attention. Suddenly her energy changes. She gets quieter or louder. She pulls back or moves closer. Her mood shifts. That shift can be jealousy trying to look casual. If she's attracted to you, another woman entering the picture can trigger a reaction before she even realizes it, and her body language often gives it away. Here are a few things to watch for. She positions herself between you and the other woman. She starts touching you more. She suddenly becomes extra playful or extra engaged. She interrupts with, "Wait, I need to tell you something." She tries to pull your attention back. That's not always random. Sometimes that's her saying, without saying it, "Don't forget me." A respectful test in a group setting. Give another woman a little more attention than usual and watch her reaction. Does she withdraw, insert herself, change mood? If yes, you're probably not dealing with just friends energy. And here's the twist. Jealousy can hit even harder before a relationship starts because she fears losing the chance before anything is official. Sign number 6. She creates inside jokes with you. This one looks small, but it's powerful. Inside jokes create a private world, a mini connection that only the two of you fully understand. It builds an us feeling. She starts referencing something funny only you two know. She uses a callback from an old conversation. She says a phrase that instantly gets your attention because it means something between you two. That's intimacy being built in real time. And here's what makes it even stronger. She uses those inside jokes in public, in a group, around other people. Why? Because sometimes she wants to highlight your special connection. Other times, she uses it to pull your focus back to her when you're talking to someone else. It's like a soft signal that says, "We have our own thing." That's not casual, that's intentional bonding. Sign number 7, she casually asks about your type. This is one of the clearest signs, and it's often disguised as a harmless question. "So, what kind of girl are you into? What's your type? What do you usually like in a woman?" Then she quickly adds, "Just curious." Maybe, but usually she's fishing. She wants information. She wants to know where she stands. She wants to see if she matches what you like. Now pay attention to what happens after you answer. Does she remember your answer later? Does she bring it up again? Does she start highlighting traits you said you like? Does she subtly present herself in a way that matches your type? That's not an accident. If you say you like adventurous women and suddenly she's talking more about hiking, traveling, trying new things, she may be showing you overlap on purpose. And if you describe a type that seems different from her, watch her face and energy. Does she go quiet? Seem disappointed? Start asking follow-up questions to find some common ground. That reaction matters. It often means she was hoping your answer would include her. Now count how many of the 7 signs she's showing. If she's showing 3 or more, don't ignore it. There's a strong chance this is more than friendliness. She may be waiting for you to read the signs and step up with confidence. So what should you do next? Keep it simple. Don't rush. Don't dump your feelings out of nowhere. And don't keep pretending you don't see what's happening. Start matching her energy. Extend the conversation back. Give her a little more focused attention. Create moments. If she gives you an opening, take it. Ask her to grab coffee. Invite her somewhere low pressure. Let your interest become clear in a calm, confident way. And if she uses that "you're such a good friend" line, don't panic. Stay grounded. Watch her actions. If the signs are still there, you don't need to quit. You need to lead better and move with clarity. Now, the sneaky phone behavior I mentioned earlier, the one that's hidden in plain sight. When she likes you, she may casually check her phone around you, but not because she's bored. She's checking if you noticed her. Sometimes she'll pull out her phone, open something, then glance at you. Other times she'll angle her screen, linger near you, or suddenly get more active on her phone right after a moment with you. Why? Because she's managing nerves, hiding excitement, or creating a small pause to see if you re-engage. It looks normal, but when you pair it with the other signs, it becomes obvious. So don't judge one sign by itself. Look at the pattern. That's how you stop guessing. That's how you stop missing what's right in front of you. And that's how hidden attraction turns into something real. If this opened your eyes, drop a thank you in the comments. It helps the channel more than you think. And if you want more breakdowns like this, attraction signals, psychology-based insights, and what to do next without guessing, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're breaking down more of this every week. Pay attention, trust patterns, not just words. And when the signs are there, don't let another opportunity pass you by. You've got this.